Welcome to our site, and thank you for registering. We hope that the information you find on our site will help you make a better informed decision on which debt elimination strategy is best to help you realize your future financial dreams. Now, I'm sure that many of you have been out there on the internet searching for debt elimination strategies because you want to get out of debt, and that's why you came to our site. Now, as promised on the other video, I'm going to review all the different strategies out there so that you can become familiar with all of them and make an educated decision on the right choice for you and your family. In this video, we're going to just summarize all the strategies. So please check back often, as we'll be posting more videos with deeper in-depth analysis of all the different strategies out there. Now, I wanted to do this because I know it can be kind of confusing to sift through all of the links on the internet and determine what they are selling. When I searched the internet for the topic of debt elimination, on Google, I got 725,000 results. Now, when I searched for the term get out of debt, I got 73 million results. When I moved over to Yahoo or Bing, I got millions on both hits each. But what are really in all of these results? In this video, I'm going to provide a brief overview of the differences of all the different get out of debt strategies. To help you understand all the different strategies out there, I have lumped the debt elimination programs into 4 major categories. In the presentation on the screen, you'll see a list of each of the different types of programs that each group includes. The first program that we'll talk about is modifying the terms of your debt. The second is self-help or do-it-yourself programs. The third group we'll call assisted or coaching programs. And the fourth and final group are managed programs. Notice each one of these programs have subcategories as well. Now, there are thousands of twists on all of these programs, but what is listed will encompass about 90% of all the strategies out there. Group number 1. Let's just review what's in here. Inside of here, we have debt settlement and debt negotiation. The second one is debt arbitration. Third, consumer credit counseling. Fourth, bankruptcy. Fifth, loan modifications. And then sixth, our loan consolidation. Many of you may be wondering why we put loan consolidation into this group, and we'll get into that later in the video. In our second group, we qualify this as self-help, do-it-yourself, or informational programs. Inside of here, we'll talk about books, whether they're printed or ebooks, and we'll also talk about online courses or courses at your local community centers or libraries or colleges. In the third group, we'll call this assisted. These programs include coaching programs, websites, and other software that you can purchase to put on your machine. And in group number 4, we're going to talk about a unique debt elimination strategy, and that's where MoneyPlanOnline comes in. Okay, so let's talk about how they work. The first category we call modifying terms of your debt. When you're searching the internet for debt elimination or debt reductions, these are the types of companies that usually come up. Reason is there are so many of them out there, and they are making a lot of money. Anytime you hire somebody in this category, they may be negotiating with creditors on your behalf. They negotiate the terms of your contract by trying to get your creditors to lower your interest rate, reduce your monthly payment by extending the terms, or take a reduction in the amount of the total principal that you owe them. In all of these programs listed below, they try and make adjustments to the terms of your current debt. Let's start out with the first section in this group, debt settlement or debt negotiation. These two terms are often used interchangeably. They are essentially the same thing. In a debt settlement group, you hand over your unsecured debt, things such as credit cards, signature loans, store cards, medical bills, etc., to a company to negotiate settlement with each of your creditors on your behalf. There are many different types of negotiation companies in the marketplace. Some are highly reputable, and others that the FTC or the Federal Trade Commission is working to put out of business. If you are currently making your monthly payments, these services will ask you to stop making payments to all of the creditors that you are going to put into the debt settlement program. The reason for this is that there is no incentive for your creditors to negotiate the terms of your debt if they are receiving payments from you every single month on time. Now, if you stop making your payments, this will have a negative impact on your credit. Most likely, when you use this type of debt elimination technique, you will end up with charge-offs on your credit report for the unpaid amounts that were settled. Charge-offs traditionally have been the hardest on your credit scores for the first 2 years, and then would taper off after that. But there are no guarantees, as credit bureaus change their algorithms periodically, and there are different scoring models for all three bureaus and for different lenders. For instance, mortgages and auto loans do not use the same scoring models, and credit cards use their own as well. So the effect on your credit report can't possibly be gauged. It all depends on what you do with your future. If you have a lump sum of cash equal to about 50% of what you currently owe on your unsecured debts, then the settlement program will be completed quickly, usually within 7 to 8 months. However, most people struggling with unsecured debt do not have access to a source of funds, and they may be in a situation where it is difficult just to make ends meet. If this is you and you can only minimally fund a settlement program, it can take 30 up to even 60 months to complete. During this time, your credit will be affected negatively and will continue to be after the program is over for typically at least 2 more years. The typical debt settlement company is a for-profit business. They charge an average fee of 15% of the debt that you put into the settlement program. Their average client has approximately $25,000 of unsecured debt. In addition, most settlement companies charge a monthly fee, often called an education fee, in the $29 to $49 range. We have seen monthly fees as high as $79. Please be aware that as of August 2010, the Federal Trade Commission has initiated new regulations. These regulations are supposed to protect the customer and have the effect of limiting both the upfront fees and the monthly fees, and they require the settlement company to achieve results before collecting their fees. They also require the settlement firm to place your monthly payment into an approved escrow account. The highly reputable debt settlement companies already do a good job with this and have a good Better Business Bureau report. Be very wary of any debt settlement company with a significant number of complaints filed with the Better Business Bureau. On to the next section in this group. The next one is debt arbitration. With debt arbitration, the arbitration company will contact your creditors on your behalf and try to get them to reduce or modify the terms of your account. Debt arbitration typically only works with major credit card companies. Some of these companies have relationships already with your creditors, and they may get this done for you. However, you need to be very careful when evaluating these companies. Some creditors will require the account to be closed if they agree to modify the terms. So make sure you understand the impact of the arbitration before accepting the changes. You should also make sure that the fee structure being charged by the arbitration company reflects results and is not just an automatic enrollment fee or a percentage of debt owed. You should look for a company that only charges for the results and has a good BBB history.